If reliable, controllable, and quiet aren't the first three words you'd use to describe your return pump, then it's time for a new one. From beginner to expert for small and large aquariums, EcoTech's Vectra pump lineup has you covered. Like the engine of your car, your return pump is the heartline of your tank. It is hands down the most vital piece of equipment needed to keep your system running smoothly. Peak performance all day, every day is essential, not optional. But unlike the engine of your car, however, EcoTech's Vectra return pumps are simple to install and extremely easy to control and customize to your tank's needs. Plus, with the EcoTech's battery backup option, the Vectra offers a value add that almost no other return pump does. The peace of mind that your tank, your pets, and your investment as a whole are protected in emergency situations. So what makes this pump so awesome? I'll show you now. Inside the blue and white box of the S2, M2, or L2 return pump series, you'll find a pump, a controller, a power supply, and a controller mounting for organization, which to me is a value add right off the bat. At first glance, you'll notice this pump is heavy duty, yet features a small and sleek design. However, don't let the size fool you. Vectra pumps have a 36-volt motor compared to a 24-volt used by most other pumps, so just because it's small doesn't mean a sacrifice in power. Vectra pumps have standard-sized large input and outputs and a high head height potential, up to 21.5 feet for the M2 and L2 models, meaning that after taking into account the head pressure loss due to plumbing, high flow rates are still maintained. The S2 has a footprint of 4 by 6.5 inches, which can pretty much fit anywhere and can push up to 1,400 gallons an hour, which is great for tanks up to 75 gallons. The M2 at 4.5 by 7.5 inches is rated for 2,000 gallons per hour and is great for tanks up to 180. And the L2 at 5 by 8.5 is rated for up to 31 gallons per hour for 220 gallons. For larger tanks or for redundancy purposes, you can get multiple pumps. Vectra pumps are DC using their quiet drive technology for ultra-silent performance regardless of your mode. And unlike other AC pumps, there's no choke point, so no wasted electricity or power. The Vectras have easy plumbing add-ons including a screen and barb kit, so if you're afraid of plumbing and PVC, not a problem. Add that to the quick couple disconnect and the volute that can rotate, this pump can fit in pretty much any sump. Loving this pump so far? Well, hold on, because we haven't even touched on the controllability and customization capabilities of these Vectra pumps. Vectra pumps can run as a standalone by simply powering them up and setting the flow rate. But it is Bluetooth Mobius ready, which 99% of you will want to use to customize your Vectra to your tank. All you have to do is download the app to unlock its full potential. Vectra pumps can be used both internally and externally as a return pump, with controllable options of constant flow, neutral flow, feed mode, and speed lock, which I'll get to in more detail in just a second. They can also be used for closed loop systems and with customized controllability to boost your water flow with different modes including gyre mode, lagoon random for LPS, and reef crest random for your SPS tanks. And now for the Mobius features. Safeguard your aquarium by calibrating the Vectra to meet your specific aquarium flow needs by setting a minimum flow rate which maintains a slight trickle out of the return line when in feed mode, preventing food from going down the overflow and allowing you to feed your fish and not your filter sock. This is a great feature for beginners who may not be aware of back siphoning potential or how turning your pump off can affect other running equipment, namely your protein skimmer. All it takes is one time for your skimmer to overflow and you know that this is a very important feature. Also set a max flow rate specific to your tank and lock it in with the speed lock feature. This maintains the flow you set even if the power is lost or if the buttons on the controller are accidentally bumped or pushed. And that bonus feature that I mentioned earlier, prevent loss and heartache due to power outages caused by conditions you can't control. Blizzards, hurricanes, bad drivers. EcoTech's battery backup with booster option keeps you and your tank safe and protected in emergency situations. So click the link for your reliable, easily controllable, and ultra-quiet Vectra DC return pump now.